So UFC 268 is all wrapped up. Kamaru Usman and Colby Covington was the main event. It was a rematch, obviously. The first fight being, very close until the finish when Kamaru Usman finished Covington in the fifth round. This time around, there was no finish. Usman getting the win via unanimous decision. Sorry if you hear my dog walking around, but this fight started off. It wasn't that close. Usman in the first two rounds kind of you thought he was going to start to pull away. You thought maybe he'd find a finish in the next round or two, especially in round two. I mean, he dropped Covington a couple times. I believe it was a big uppercut with the right hand. Dropped Covington with just not much time left in the second round. And Covington was able to survive until the end of the round. And, at that time, you thought Usman might be able to find some sort of finish in the third round just since he was so close to the finish there in the second. But Covington came back in that third, and I think he probably won that round and maybe even the fourth round. I mean, and it wasn't dominant rounds from Covington, but he was taking a lot less damage. He was picking his shots a lot better, and he was landing them, And there were times where he did hurt Usman. There was a couple times where he had him dazed, couple uppercuts, couple straight lefts that definitely dazed Usman. I mean, you never saw him really on the ropes like Gilbert Burns had him earlier this February. Burns dropped Usman, had him nearly finished. Covington never quite had Usman in that kind of danger, but there were many times where you thought that he might just be a few follow-up shots away from putting him in that kind of danger. The straight lefts, especially when they were in the mirror when they're in the mirror stance, when Usman's standing conventional and Covington southpaw. Covington was landing that straight left all day, and it was just when it seemed like he was sitting on his shots too much, really looking for that knockout blow, is when it would get away from him, and he would telegraph a little bit much. Seemed like Usman saw all those big shots coming. But anytime Covington was just sitting there trying to touch him, trying to land his shots and pick his shots, they were landing, and he had great success. I believe it was end of one of the rounds, third or fourth. Covington landed a nice uppercut that, seemed like it kind of, like I said, dazed Usman. He never got Usman in deep waters, but there were definitely moments where he had him dazed. But ultimately, Usman just, too much for Covington. The power was too much. And like I said, when Covington was winding up on those big shots, Usman saw every one of them coming, made him pay for it. Not to mention Usman's takedown defense is just otherworldly. I mean, we knew this coming into the fight, but just to see it in action against, Covington, who's supposed to be the next best wrestler in the division, not to bring up Hamzat Chimaev, but Covington shooting for a takedown on Usman and getting stuffed that easy was pretty surprising, and he actually did get him down in, I believe, the third or fourth round, and for some reason it was not counted as a takedown, not enough control time, I guess, but he got Usman down to his knees. He got to the back and brought him down to his knees, but Usman quickly got up after that, so very impressive stuff from Usman overall. Of course, Covington is a tough dude. You can't really knock Usman for not getting him out of there. If anything, I give Usman the credit for, taking all that, he didn't take a ton of damage, but, he took some shots. He was there to fight. He was there to win. And that's pretty much what he did, And Covington, even more respect to him because, like I said, after that second round, you thought, man, this is going to be bad because it was just getting worse and worse. By the end of the second round, you thought, oh boy, this might be done this next round. But no, Covington just turned the tide. He was really there to fight. He really wanted to win, and he almost did, man. I mean, he almost did. Covington really had a great performance. Of course, Usman did what he had to do to get the win, but Covington, man, definitely in that title picture still. Of course, it's going to be hard for him to get another title shot as long as Usman is the champion. But if someone else can take that belt from Usman, man, Covington is still going to be, in the discussion as one of the best welterweights on the planet. No question about it, And what a chin on the guy too, taking, immense amounts of punishment. So who should be next for these guys? Usman, obviously Leon Edwards has to be next if he beats Masvidal this December. You can't have Leon fight another fight, if he beats Masvidal. So that's a no-brainer. If Masvidal does happen to beat Leon Edwards, then it gets a little trickier. Maybe they throw Hamzat straight in there. Maybe they get him one more quick fight. Obviously Hamzat seems to be willing to turn around quickly. Maybe they get him a quick fight against a good guy again, and if he wins that, get him in there with Usman. Of course, everybody wants to see Chimaev and what he can do against a champion, but if Leon Edwards gets the win this December, he's definitely the next fight. And that's really the only two guys in the welterweight division I can come here. That's really the only two guys in the welterweight division I can think of right now that should be in the cage with Usman at all. Of course, Leon already has been in the cage with him and lost long before either of them were contenders. Very interesting division now. I mean, Usman's kind of wiping out everybody. Like I said, the Leon fight was a long time ago, but Chimaev is yet to step in there with Usman, and he's pretty much blown away everybody he stepped in there with. So I think that'd be an interesting one. Chimaev's got some explosive wrestling. I think there's a good chance he could get Usman down. If not, that really goes to show how great Usman's takedown defense is. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this fight. I thought it was a great fight. Usman obviously the best in the business right now. Sorry about my dog. And if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe for more videos like this one. Leave a comment, let me know what you think, and thank you very much for watching.